Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Open Mic Broadcast. My name is Gregory Johnson, and today we have a college basketball game in store for you all. We have the Jackson State Tigers taking on the Prairie View A&M University Panthers. The Panthers come into this game with ranked 10th place in the conference, with a conference record of 5-11 and an overall record of 10-19. Jackson State comes into this game ranked 6th place in the conference with a record of 8-6 and an overall record of 12-16. Prairie View comes into this one with chances of making the SWAC basketball tournament gone. Prairie View will not make it to the basketball SWAC tournament after losing games to Mississippi Valley State, and their last game being a loss to Alcorn State. Jackson State hopes are still alive as they are 6th place, and their last game being a loss to TSU, and their next game being against PVU. Their chances of making the SWAC basketball tournament are very much still alive. But as far as this game goes, both teams looking to come into this one and walk out of here victorious. We'll be right back as both teams' starting lineups are getting announced. We'll be right back at the start of the tip. And welcome back as both teams are getting set at half court to tip off here. The Panthers are wearing their all-white uniforms, while the Tigers are wearing their all-navy blue uniforms. And the tip is up, and Jackson State will start off the game with the ball first. Jackson State will be going from left to right, while PV will be going from right to left. Stifling the defense to open up here. We know how much Coach Smith loves his defense. Blown coverage there, wide open shot for Jackson State from the corner, and that shot is good. Jalen Bell gets Jackson State on the board with that first three-pointer. Prairie View will put up a three-point attempt of their own. That shot is off, rebounded by Jackson State. Charles Smith the fourth with that three-point attempt. Jackson State comes back the other way. A drive inside, leaves it short. Offensive rebound, and that shot is off, rebounded by the Panthers as they come back the other way. Panthers moving the ball around here, trying to get an open shot. Kevin McGansky kicks to Charles Smith the fourth. He puts up another three-pointer, and that shot is off, rebounded by Jackson State. Jackson State with the ball. Gets it in the post. And a turnover by Jackson State as the ball will go to Prairie View. Starting lineup for the Panthers is guard Kevin McGansky, joined by Javonte Hopkins. Charles Smith and C.J. Lane make up the forward spot with Brian Miles down low. Corner jumper from C.J. Lane. That shot is off, and the rebound by Jackson State as they come back the other way. A turnover by Jackson State. Charles Smith with the ball. He drives inside, and that layup is good as the Panthers get on the board and trail the Tigers by 1 point. With 18 minutes left here in this first half. Full court press look here by the Panthers. But the Tigers look to attack it. Tigers finally get past half court. Looking to set their offense here. Panthers pushing them back towards the half court line. Not trying to let them get too close to the basket. Good switch there by the Panthers. And a turnover. Steal by the Panthers. A pump fake. And a shot inside by Charles Smith. That shot is off, rebounded by Jackson State, and they come back the other way. And the drive inside. And a turnover, almost a turnover by Jackson State. But there will be a foul called on the shot attempt. They won't count the shot attempt. So Jackson State will inbound the ball. That foul was called on Charles Smith IV. Jackson State will inbound. Jackson State with the shot inside, and that shot is blocked. As Jackson State leading scorer Ken Evans Jr. was met at the rim by Charles Smith IV. That ball went out of bounds, and the Panthers now have the ball. Kevin McGansky with the kick outside to C.J. Lane. C.J. Lane kicks it to Javonte Hopkins. C.J. Lane with the three-point jumper, and that shot is good. As the Panthers take the lead. By a score of 5-3. A floater inside by Jackson State. Tying that game up. Hunt with that floater. Prairie View comes back the other way, misses their layup. Kevin McGansky missed the layup, and a rebound by Jackson State. And that ball goes out of bounds on the other end. Jackson State will retain with the ball. Both teams looking to get out and run here early. And both teams making their presence felt on the defensive side of the ball. And they steal by Javonte Hopkins on the Jackson State inbound. Fast break opportunity. Javonte Hopkins is met at the rim. But the Panthers get the offensive rebound. A kick to the corner. Charles Smith with the three-point jumper. That shot is off. But a putback by Brian Miles gives the Panthers an increase on their lead. As they now lead Jackson State by a score of 7-5. Jackson State moving the ball around here. Mid-range jumper by Jackson State. That shot is off. Offensive rebound. Drive inside, and that floater is good. Colty Young with the basket for Jackson State, tying this game up with 15 and a half minutes left here in this first half. And the stoppage in play here, as officials want to talk things over, make sure everything is right. Looks like there was a carry violation, maybe a traveling violation, not too sure, but we have a replay to make sure officials get this call right. We'll be right back after this replay. And welcome back after this replay. We have technical free throws being shot here by Charles Smith IV. That first free throw is off. Charles Smith will shoot a second technical free throw here. That shot is up, and it is also no good. 15 and a half minutes left here in this first half. Panthers are tied with Jackson State by a score of 7-7. Ball inbounded to Brian Miles. He goes straight to work, and he goes to the rim, and that shot is off, rebounded by Jackson State. A step back jumper is up, and it is good. That shot was made by Colty Young as Jackson State takes a 3-point lead over the Panthers. Javonte Hopkins with a 3-point jumper, and off glass. That shot is good, and the Panthers tie it up there after that Javonte Hopkins 3-point jumper. Full court press look here by the Panthers, trying to stifle Jackson State here early. And a foul is going to be called going against the Panthers on that drive by Jackson State. Jackson State will inbound here. Substitution made for the Panthers as McKinley Harris will check in for Charles Smith. Harrison Miles make a great defensive front court for the Panthers, and a blown coverage there as Jackson State is able to get wide open close to the basket and give Jackson State a 2-point lead. Panthers moving the ball around on the perimeter, trying to get an open shot here. McKinley Harris with the pump fake. Post move, post fade, pump fake, and that fadeaway jumper is good. Panthers tie it up after that one. And a three-point jumper by Jackson State is off. Offensive rebound by Jackson State. Goes back up, and that shot is off as well, but a foul is going to be called. Going against Brian Miles. Headed to the free throw line is Zeke Cook. Cook comes into this one averaging 64% from shooting 64% from the free throw line. First free throw attempt for Cook is good. Cook also averages 6 points per game while averaging 7 rebounds per game. And that second free throw attempt for Cook is also good. Panthers come back the other way. 3.5 minutes left here in this first half. Panthers trail Jackson State by 2 points by a score of 14-12. Javante Hopkins with the ball, kicks it out to Brian Miles, kicks it to the top to CJ Lane. Brian Miles with the ball, three-point jumper. That shot is up and it is good. Brian Miles shot 100% from the three-point line last game, making one of his 1-3s. 100% here so far in this first half, with his first three-point jumper being good. And a good crossover move there by Jackson State, number 5, able to get to the rim. Kevion Hunt. And the Panthers come back with a three-point jumper. As the Panthers and the Tigers are trading baskets here early. Panthers lead the Tigers by a score of 18-16. Jackson State with the ball. Skip pass to the corner. That three-point shot is off. Offensive rebound by Jackson State. Trying to get him corralled. Don't do so. A drive inside. Jackson State fumbling with the ball, and a travel is called going against Jackson State as the Panthers will get possession. And Charles Smith IV will check back in for CJ Lane. I want to remind you all that it was senior night tonight, so a lot of the seniors got honored before the game started. Panthers might want to try to use that as some motivation to walk out of here with a victory. Javante Hopkins with a three-point attempt of his own. That shot is off, but Brian Miles there to clean up that job on the offensive rebound. And that's like that. Brian Miles gives the Panthers a 4-point lead with 12 minutes left here in this first half. Tigers moving the ball around, get a three-point shot up, and that shot is good as both teams are making it rain here early in this first half. That three-point jumper was shot by Jalen Bell. And almost a turnover by the Panthers. Javante Hopkins with the drive inside. That shot is off. Brian Miles with another offensive rebound and another putback. And just like that, the Panthers lead by 3 by a score of 22-19. Stifling defense there by the Panthers, and Jackson State is going to call a timeout as they want to talk things over. And we'll be right back after this timeout. And welcome back. Coming out of this timeout, Jackson State has the ball. Panthers in a man-to-man look on defense, and a steal by Javante Hopkins. And Javante Hopkins with the fast break layup on that pass from Andre Nunley. Panthers now have a 5-point lead, leading by a score of 24-19 with 11 minutes left here in this first half. Panthers will stifle the defense here to open up this game. But the Tigers aren't going away quietly. Three-point jumper by Jackson State is off. Offensive rebound by Jackson State. And they slow things down to get their offense set. A mid-range jumper by Jackson State. That shot is off. And the rebound by the Panthers. And a drive inside by Charles Smith, but a traveling violation is called. Jackson State will get the ball. Jackson State moving the ball around here. The drive inside, the floater attempt is off. Offensive rebound by Jackson State. Inside floater is off as well, but a putback. Trayon Johnson with the cleanup job for Jackson State. Cutting Prairie View's lead. Score is now 24-21 Panthers. Almost a turnover there by the Panthers. McKinley Harris with the mid-range jumper. That shot is off, but a rebound by the Tigers. And they come back the other way. 9.5 minutes left here in this first half. Panthers still lead the Tigers by 3 points by a score of 24-21. A pass inside on the pick and roll, and that basket is good. Trayon Johnson again with his second basket of the game. Panthers have the ball, moving it around here, trying to get an open shot. Charles Smith with the three-point jumper. That shot is off. Offensive rebound by Andre Nunley. Trapped in the corner, able to get it off. Panthers working the perimeter here. McKinley Harris with the pump fake. Mid-range jumper. And a foul is called on that jumper. McKinley Harris able to get his man up in the air. He will go to the free throw line.
Going to the free throw line for
Harris comes into this one shooting 60% from the free throw line. He will shoot 2 free throws. The first free throw attempt by Harris is no good. Charles Smith the fourth and Andre Nunley would check out as Kevin McGansky and Charles C.J. Lane will come in. Jackson State with the ball after that made free throw by McKinley Harris. Panthers now lead by 25-23. 2-point game here in this first half. 3-point jumper by Jackson State is off. Offensive rebound, another offensive rebound for Jackson State as they are killing the offensive glass, and a bucket for Jackson State. Kevion Hunt tied the game. C.J. Lane with a deep 3-point shot, and that shot is good. C.J. Lane's second 3-point jumper of this game, giving the Panthers a 3-point lead, and the Panthers want to talk things over, so we'll be right back after this timeout. And welcome back. Coming out of that timeout, Jackson State has the ball. It gets an easy bucket. And drive down the lane. Panthers now have the ball. C.J. Lane thought about another jumper. Wasn't able to put it up. Devontae Hopkins with the ball. Pass it to C.J. Lane. Kicks to the corner to McKinley Harris. He drives inside. That shot is off. Rebound by Jackson State. Jackson State coming back the other way, going from left to right. And they pass inside, and that shot is off. But a foul is called on that shot attempt. That will send Jackson State to the free throw line. Jackson State is going to call the timeout here as they want to talk things over. We'll be right back after this timeout with some Jackson State free throws. And welcome back as we have Jackson State free throws coming up here at the free throw line for Jackson State. Jordan O'Neal. That first free throw attempt is no good. O'Neal comes into this one shooting 67% from the free throw line. That second free throw attempt is also no good. Panthers with the ball, moving it around here. Trying to put some cushion on this lead that they have. And a beautiful pass inside by Javonte Hopkins, finding Brian Miles wide open for the dunk. As the Panthers now lead by 3 points by a score of 30-27. And a pass to the corner and a steal by the Panthers as they come back the other way. Javonte Hopkins with the fast break layup, and that shot is good as the Panthers now lead by 5 points here in this first half. Jackson State with the ball, moving it around here, trying to get an open shot. Panthers doing a great job of switching and running around screens. A good pass inside. Jackson State goes up with the shot attempt, but that shot is off. And Javonte Hopkins with another layup attempt, but that shot is off, but a foul is called going against Jackson State. Jelon Bell with the foul against Javonte Hopkins, and Hopkins will head to the free throw line. Hopkins comes into this one leading the Panthers in scoring with 14.4 points per game while shooting 62% from the free throw line. First free throw attempt here for Javonte Hopkins is up, and that shot is no good. Javonte Hopkins with the second free throw attempt, and that shot is good. Jackson State with the ball, coming back the other way, trying to get something going. Panthers there at every move. Jackson State can't seem to get open. And they drive inside, and that ball is stripped away. Jackson State still has the ball. A kick outside, a pump fake, a drive inside, a floater attempt, and that shot is off. Offensive rebound by Jackson State. That shot is off, and that ball is tapped out of bounds, and it will stay with Jackson State. Jackson State looking to inbound, and they do so. Great defense here by the Panthers, and they are all over Jackson State. Fade away from the mid-range. That shot is up and it is off, but a foul is called going against Javonte Hopkins. That will send Ken Evans Jr. to the free throw line. Evans Jr. comes into this one with a shooting 79% from the free throw line, leading the Tigers in scoring with 18 points per game, along with 5 rebounds and 3 assists. The first free throw attempt for Evans is no good. Panthers with the ball. That second free throw attempt by Evans was good. Javonte Hopkins with a 3-point attempt. That shot is up and it is off. Rebound by Jackson State. They come back the other way and put up a 3-point jumper of their own. That shot is off, but an offensive rebound and a basket there by the Tigers, cutting the Panthers' lead to 3, and almost a turnover by the Panthers, but it will stay with them as they get set to to inbound the ball. 5 minutes left here in this first half. Panthers lead the Tigers by a score of 33-30. Wet spot on the floor is getting cleaned up here. Panthers with the ball, trying to get things set. And they drive inside by Charles Smith the fourth, and that basket is good. Panthers increase their lead to 5. Panthers lead the Tigers by a score of 35-30. Ken Evans Jr. with the ball. Kicks it out, gets out, tries to get out of a double team and does so. Jackson State with the ball. A floater inside. That shot is up and it is off. Offensive rebound by Jackson State. He goes back up and that shot is off. Fight for the rebound. That ball goes out of bounds, but it will stay with Jackson State. Panthers have to do a better job of boxing out here as Jackson State is all over these offensive rebounds. And Jackson State with the ball, a drive inside, a kick inside, and that shot is off. Offensive rebound by Jackson State, but a foul is called on the floor before that second shot attempt. The substitution here for the Panthers. Charles Smith will check out for McKinley Harris. And inbounding the ball here is Jackson State, and it seems to be a little confusion on whether Jackson State called a timeout as officials kept playing it. And a foul is called against Jackson State. A whole lot of confusion going on here as Jackson State believe they called timeout, but officials let it play on. And now we have Jackson State going to the free throw line to shoot free throws. And now Jackson State will get their timeout that they called. We'll be right back at the end of this timeout. And welcome back. As Jackson State has the ball, won't be any free throws here, but nevertheless they do have the ball. Trying to get an open shot here, and that shot is up and it is off. Fight for the rebound. Jackson State comes away with it, and that basket is good, and a foul is going to be called going against Prairie View. Kevin McGansky is called for the foul. Going to the free throw line for Jackson State is Jordan O'Neal. O'Neal will go to the free throw line for the second time in this game. He shoots 67% from the free throw line. And that first free throw attempt for O'Neal is good. The Panthers will get the ball. Panthers coming down the court. CJ Lane with the ball. Pump fake, gets his man in the air. That layup attempt is off, but the Panthers get the offensive rebound. Brian Miles with the ball in the corner. Pass inside to Charles Smith the fourth, but a foul is called. Panthers with the ball. CJ Lane with the jumper from the corner. That shot is off. Jackson State with the rebound. They come back the other way. Ken Evans Jr. with the floater inside. An offensive rebound by Jackson State. And that basket is good after the cleanup job there by Jackson State. Zeke Cook on the glass there for Jackson State. Panthers have the ball. Javonte Hopkins with the mid-range jumper. That shot is up and it is off, but a foul is going to be called against Ken Evans Jr. And that will send Javonte Hopkins to the free throw line to shoot 2. Hopkins has 8 points here in this game. Third in scoring for the Panthers. First free throw attempt here. It is good. Second free throw attempt here. Free throw is up. And that one is no good. 3 minutes left here in this first half. The Panthers lead by a score of 36-35. Jackson State with the ball and a turnover, almost a turnover by the Tigers. They still have possession, looking to score. A drive inside, and a blocking foul is called going against the Panthers. Andre Nunley with the foul called. His first personal foul of the game. Substitutions for both teams being made here. Colty Young at the free throw line for the Tigers. Young comes into this one shooting 83% from the free throw line, as he only has one attempt here. First, that free throw is up and it is good. Second free throw attempt here. It's up and it is good. Panthers with the ball. 2.5 minutes left here in this first half. Tigers now have the lead over the Panthers by a score of 37-36. Panthers trying to get their offense set here to get an open shot. Brian Miles driving inside. Gets swallowed up. Kevin McGansky with the ball, and that is almost a turnover. And a backcourt violation going against the Panthers, as that was great defense there by the Tigers. Charles Smith and CJ Lane will check out, as McKinley Harris and Javonte Hopkins will check in for the Panthers. Jackson State inbounding the ball here, and they get it in. Trying to work out from the post here. Post hook fade, and that shot is good. Tigers build on their lead, now lead by 3. 1.5 minutes left here in this first half. Panthers trail the Tigers by a score of 36-39, and a turnover by the Panthers as the Tigers are coming back the other way. And the ball is ripped away by Andre Nunley. That ball goes out of bounds and it will stay with the Tigers. Justin Nimmer will check in for Brian Miles. Jackson State will keep the ball. Jackson State inbound the ball. O'Neal working out on Harris. And official stopped the play here. Not sure if that was a foul. No, O'Neal's shoes were untied, so officials giving him a chance to tie his shoe. Panther fans aren't too happy about that, but have to make sure all players are safe. Tigers inbound the ball, and they get it in. And tried to force it inside, but a turnover by the Tigers, but still by the Panthers. Panthers have the ball. Kevin McGansky with the ball. Panthers trying to get it inside, and they don't do so. Take it back to the top of the tee. Javante Hopkins with the ball. He drives inside, and that layup is up, and it is off. A rebound by Jackson State. Jackson State coming back the other way. Less than a minute left here in this first half. A kick inside. That shot is short. Fight for the rebound, and that ball will stay with Jackson State. Jackson State inbounds it, gets it in. Skip pass to the corner. And Jackson State holding it, trying to get an open shot here. Step back jumper by Jackson State, and that shot is good. Number 5, Keegan Hunt with the jumper, giving Jackson State a 5-point lead over the Panthers. Panthers have the ball. McKinley Harris puts up a mid-range jumper, and that shot is good. The Panthers now trail by 3. Jackson State with the ball. Less than 30 seconds left here in this first half. 10 seconds and counting. Tigers lead the Panthers by a score of 41-38. 5 seconds. Hunt with the drive inside. That shot is blocked by McKinley Harris. Great defense by the Panthers heading into halftime. And at the half, the Panthers trail the Tigers by a score of Panthers 38, Tigers 41. We'll be right back at the start of the second half. And welcome back to the start of the second half. The Panthers have the ball first. And a turnover by the Panthers as Jackson State comes back the other way. Fast break opportunity here. That shot is up and it is off, but a cleanup job there as Jackson State continues their offensive glass. The dominance on the offensive glass, increasing their lead to 5. They now lead the Panthers by a score of 43-38. Charles Smith with the floater inside as that shot rims in and out. Jackson State with the rebound, and they come back the other way. Jackson State with possession. Good switching here by the Panthers. And they drive inside by Jackson State. And Ken Evans Jr. is able to get to the lane. And one bucket as Ken Evans Jr. will head to the free throw line. Charles Smith will check out. At the free throw line. First, that free throw attempt is good. Tigers now lead the Panthers by a score of 46-38. 19 minutes left here in this second half. McKinley Harris on the court for the Panthers as he checked in for Charles Smith. TJ Lane with the ball at the top of the key. Panthers doing a lot of perimeter work. McKinley Harris with the mid-range jumper. That shot is strong. Off the backboard. Rebound by Jackson State. Ken Evans Jr. comes down. He drives inside. That shot is up and it is off. But a foul is called, and Evans Jr. will head to the free throw line. First free throw attempt by Evans Jr. is good. Second free throw attempt here by Evans Jr. That shot is also good. Panthers with the ball. Moving it around here, trying to get an open shot. Put an end to this scoring drought. Brian Miles drives inside with a hook shot, and that shot bounces in. And just like that, the Panthers scoring drought is over as they now trail the Tigers by 8 points. Tigers lead by a score of 48-40. 18 minutes left here in the second half. Ken Evans Jr. with the drive inside. That layup is up and it is off. Fight for the rebound. Jackson State comes away with it. Top of the key. Evans Jr. with the three-point jumper. That shot is up, too strong. Up, rebound by Prairie View, and they come back the other way. Devontae Hopkins racing up the court. He's trying to get it inside, does so. That layup is up and it is off. Rebound by Jackson State. Ken Evans Jr. comes back the other way. Pump fake, drive inside, gets it inside once again, and that floater is good by Cook for Jackson State, giving the Tigers a 10-point lead over the Panthers with 17 minutes left here in this second half. CJ Lane with the three-point jumper from the corner, heavily contested. Jackson State with the rebound, and they come back the other way. A drive inside, that shot is up and it is off. Fight for the rebound, the Panthers come away with it. Panthers coming back the other way, going from left to right. The drive inside by Kevin McGansky. He kicks out to Brian Miles. That three-point jumper is up and it is off. Jackson State with the rebound. Ken Evans Jr. with the drive inside. That ball is stripped. He gets it back. He goes up, and that bucket is good. Jackson State coming out in the second half, just out hustling the Panthers as they lead the Panthers by a score of 52-40 with 16 and a half minutes left here in this second half. We'll be right back after this timeout. And welcome back. Coming out of this timeout, the Panthers have the ball. And they trail Jackson State by a score of Jackson State 52, Panthers 40. Charles Smith IV checks back into the game. A kick to the corner. Prairie View moving the ball around. And a blocking foul going against Jackson State on that drive by Kevin McGansky. Panthers will keep the ball and inbound here. Brian Miles with the drive inside. That shot is up and it is off. Fight for the rebound. Brian Miles tried to save it, but it bounced off of a Jackson State player, and that ball will stay with Prairie View. But the Panthers will call a timeout and talk things over with 16 minutes left here in this second half. We'll be right back after this timeout. And welcome back. Coming out of that timeout, the Panthers have the ball. And they inbound. just like that, the ball will go to Jackson State. After the foul is called going against McHenry Harris. Tigers will get set to inbound. Jackson State with the ball, moving it around here, trying to get an open shot. And a drive inside, and Hunt is able to get inside. Almost an and one basket, but that shot rimmed in and out. Hunt will head to the free throw line. 15 minutes left here in this second half. Panthers trail the Tigers by a score of 40-52. Hunt at the free throw line for the Tigers. That first free throw attempt is good, increasing the Tigers' lead to 13. Substitutions being made here by the Panthers as Chris Smith checks in. Chris Felix Jr. checks in. They will join Brian Miles, Kevin McGansky, and Javante Hopkins on the court for the Panthers. Second free throw attempt is off as the Panthers come back the other way. Charles Smith with the three-point jumper wide open. That shot is off. Jackson State with the rebound, and they come back the other way. And they pass behind his back on the cut, and Jackson State is able to get another bucket and increase their lead even more, and now lead the Panthers by 15. A kick outside to Javante Hopkins from Kevin McGansky. Javante Hopkins drives inside, puts the layup up, but that shot is off. Rebound by Jackson State. Jackson State leads the Panthers by a score of 55-40 with 14 and a half minutes left here in this second half. And a jump ball is called. And that ball looks like it will stay with Jackson State. And Jackson State inbounds the ball. Ken Evans Jr. at the top of the key. Crosses over, drives inside, kicks out for the three-point jumper. That shot is up and it is off. Fight for the rebound. It goes out of bounds, and that ball will go to Prairie View. Panthers inbound the ball. Kevin McGansky bringing it up the court. Panthers moving it around here. Charles Smith with the drive inside. That shot is blocked, but a foul is called on that shot attempt. Charles Smith will head to the free throw line for the Panthers. Smith comes into this one shooting 81% from the free throw line. First free throw is up, and it is no good. Smith struggling from the free throw line in this one. He missed those two technical free throws earlier in the first half. And And that second free throw attempt is up and it is good. Jackson State with the ball. They come back the other way after that made free throw by Charles Smith. And they pick and roll, and they turnover by Jackson State. And the Panthers turn it right back over, and the Panthers get it right back from Jackson State. Devontae Hopkins with the drive inside. Charles Smith with the drive inside and tried to put a Jackson State player in the rim, but not able to throw it down, but a foul is called on Charles Smith the forward. First free throw attempt by Charles Smith is good. Panthers now trail the Tigers by a score of 42-55 with 13.5 minutes left here in this second half. Kevin McGansky is going to check in for Chris Phillips Jr. for the Panthers. Free throw attempt by Charles Smith is up, and it is good. And the Panthers cut into this deficit, now trailing the Tigers by 12. Tigers get it past half court. Panthers trying to trap. Man-to-man defense here by the Panthers, a lot of switching. Not trying to let anything slide. Pick and roll by the Tigers, and that ball is stolen by the Panthers. Devontae Hopkins able to break away from the fast break bucket, and he dunks it down. Panthers now trail the Tigers by 10. And the Tigers lead by a score of 55-45. With 13 minutes left here in this second half. Jackson State with the ball. And a turnover by the Tigers as the Panthers will get the ball. Waiting for a Jackson State player to get his shoe tied. And that was O'Neal getting his shoes together on the court. Kick to the corner for the Panthers. A trap by Jackson State. Tip pass, and that ball goes out of bounds, and it will stay with the Panthers. Andre Nunley with the ball. As a zone look by Jackson State. Gets a three-point jumper for the Panthers, and that shot is off. And Jackson State will come back the other way. Almost stolen by the Panthers, but that ball goes out of bounds, and it will stay with Jackson State. And Jackson State getting set to inbound here, and they do so. And a turnover by Jackson State after an offensive foul is called. And a timeout by the Panthers, and they want to talk things over. We'll be right back after this timeout. And welcome back. Coming out of this timeout, the Panthers have the ball. They get it inside. Charles Smith IV with the wide open mid-range jumper off that pass from Devontae Hopkins. And the Panthers cut into their deficit some more. Now trailing by a score of 47-55. And that turnover by the Tigers give the Panthers the ball. .5 minutes left here, and the Panthers have the ball. Trailing the Tigers by a score of 55 Tigers, 47 Panthers. Panthers moving the ball around here, trying to get an open shot. They do so. And that ball is tipped and it goes out of bounds, and it will stay with the Panthers. Just like that, we have a timeout by the Jackson State Tigers, and we'll be right back after this timeout. And welcome back. Coming out of that timeout, the Panthers had the ball, and that hook shot by Brian Miles is no good. Jackson State with the rebound. They come back the other way. Ken Evans Jr. with the ball at the top of the key. Kevin McGansky all over him. Jackson State still with the ball. A drive inside, pump fake, and a bucket there by Jackson State. Able to fake his man out, get his man up in the air, and get that basket. Tigers now lead the Panthers by 10 by a score of Panthers 47, Tigers 57. Panthers with the ball, still a whole lot of time here. Pass down low to Brian Miles, and that ball goes out of bounds. The ball is going to stay with the Panthers. 10.5 minutes left here in this second half. Panthers with the ball, getting set to inbound. Panthers do so, and a turnover on the inbound. Jackson State with the ball. Ken Evans Jr. with the three-point jumper. That shot is off. A fight for the rebound. It almost goes out of bounds. Jackson State able to save it. Panthers save it now. And Brian Miles on the other end with the slam. Brian Miles looked to be shaken up on that dunk attempt as he came down on Devontae Hopkins. As he has a slight limp, and he will go to the bench. Brian Miles will be tended to on the bench. McKinley Harris will check in for Justin Amir, who checked in for Brian Miles. And Jackson State has the ball. And a turnaround jumper by Ken Evans Jr., heavily contested, is made. As Jackson State leads the Panthers by a score of 49-59. And the Panthers put up a mid-range jumper. That shot is off. Rebound by Jackson State. and they come back the other way. Personal foul going against the Panthers. CJ Lane will check in for Chris Felix Jr. And that ball is inbounded. Jackson State able to get it in, and an easy basket on the inbounds play by Jackson State. And they are able to score. 9 minutes left here in this second half. Jackson State leads the Panthers by a score of 61-49. Charles Smith with the jumper from the corner. That shot is off, rebound by Jackson State, and they come back the other way. And that shot is up, and it is in on that fast break bucket by Jackson State. Prairie View comes back the other way. And that basket is good as well from Charles Smith. And they steal by the Panthers as they come back the other way. Javante Hopkins races up the court and able to slam it down on that pass from Charles Smith the fourth. Panthers trying to crawl back into this one slowly but surely. As they now trail Jackson State by a score of 63-53 with 8 minutes left here in the second half. And an offensive foul going to be called on Jackson State as the Panthers will get the ball. Panthers get the ball, and Jackson State is going to call a timeout as Coach Williams would like to talk things over with officials about that foul call. We'll be right back after this timeout. And welcome back out of this timeout. Panthers have the ball. Trying to take the lead back from Jackson State. Charles Smith the fourth with a mid-range jumper. That jumper is good. And McKinley Harris will check in for Brian Miles. Jackson State with the ball. Trying to get their offense set here. Trying to stay with this lead so they can walk out of here with a W. And a fight down low for position, and a foul is called going against Javante Hopkins. That will send Ken and the Jackson State Tigers will inbound the ball here. And a fight for the rebound after Jackson State missed. And the Panthers come up with it. They come back the other way. The pass is tipped. That ball goes out of bounds, and it will stay with the Panthers. Panthers getting set to inbound here. They finally get it in. Kevin McGansky at the top of the key uses a screen. Charles Smith, the fourth, with a three-point jumper. That shot is up and it is off. A fight for the rebound, and the Panthers come up with the offensive rebound. Kevin McGansky tries to drive inside, finds Charles Smith, the fourth, inside. He works inside and gets that layup to go. Panthers trail the Tigers by a score of 63-57 with 6.5 minutes left here in this second half. Jackson State with the ball, trying to work it inside. They do so, but there is a foul call going against Charles Smith the fourth. Headed to the free throw line for Jackson State is Cook. And that first free throw attempt for Cook is good. Cook shooting 64% from the free throw line. That second free throw attempt for Cook is also no good. Agansky with the three-point jumper, and that shot is good. And the Panthers now trail the Tigers by 4 points. As the Tigers lead the Panthers by a score of 64-60 with 6 minutes left here in this second half. Ken Evans Jr. with the drive inside. He's met by McKinley Harris. And a blocking foul is going to be called going against the Panthers. Panthers fans and players and coaches wanted a charge, but the officials ruled that is a blocking foul. Ken Evans Jr. will head to the free throw line for Jackson State. Less than 6 minutes left here in this second half. Jackson State leads the Tigers by a score. Jackson State leads the Panthers, by a score of 64-60. Ken Evans Jr. looking to increase Jackson State's lead. He's shooting 79% from the free throw line this season. That first free throw attempt is up and it is good. With the ball coming back the other way. Kevin Magansky drives inside, Euro step, and he gets that layup to go. Beautiful scoop layup there by Kevin Magansky. Jackson State with the ball. They lead by 3. 5.5 minutes left here in this second half. Panthers trail the Tigers by a score of 65-62. Mid-range jumper by Ken Evans Jr. Fight for the rebound. Jackson State comes up with it, and they go back up and get that bucket. Tigers now lead the Panthers by 5 with 5 minutes left here in this second half. Kevin Magansky with the ball. He's dancing around with it. Finds Charles Smith the fourth. He finds Javonte Hopkins. Javonte Hopkins drives inside, and he draws a foul. And he's going to head to the free throw line. Javonte Hopkins shoots 62% from the free throw line this season for the Panthers. That free throw attempt is good by Javonte Hopkins, and the Panthers cut into their deficit and now trail the Tigers by a score of 63-67. Brian Miles is going to check in for CJ Lane. Javonte Hopkins sit at the free throw line. A wet spot on the floor. Panthers trying to get that cleaned up. Second free throw attempt by Javonte Hopkins is no good, but Panthers come up with the offensive rebound. Charles Smith the fourth with the three-point jumper, and that three-point attempt is blocked. The Panthers will retain possession. Panthers will retain possession, getting set to inbound. Kevin Magansky with the ball. He puts up a three-point jumper, and that shot is good by Kevin Magansky. Panthers cut their deficit into 2 and now trail by 1 with 4.5 minutes left here in the second half. Panthers have a whole lot of life. Ken Evans Jr. able to shake off Javonte Hopkins. Jackson State gets a shot inside, and that basket is good. Panthers get the ball, come back the other way. They trail the Tigers by a score of 69-66 with 4 minutes left here in this second half. Kevin Magansky with the drive inside, tries to get it to Brian Miles, but turns it over. Jackson State comes back the other way. They thought about a three-pointer, drive inside. That shot is up and it is off. Rebound by the Panthers, and they come back the other way. Almost a turnover there by the Panthers, but they were able to get it and corral it in. Charles Smith IV with the ball, kicks it to Kevin Magansky. Javonte Hopkins with the ball, kicks it to Andre Nunley. He drives inside, and he gets that layup to go. Panthers trail the Tigers by 1 point with 3.5 minutes left here in this second half. Panthers trail the Tigers by a score of 68-69. We'll be right back after this timeout. And welcome back coming out of this timeout. The Panthers are on defense. Jackson State has the ball. 3.5 minutes left here in this game. 1 point game here. Jackson State leads the Panthers by a score of 68-69. Ball is loose. Fight for the ball. Panthers come up with it. Still fighting for the ball. And bodies on the ground as players are being tended to by their respective medical staffs. Thriving in pain on the ground for Jackson State is number 5, Kevon Hunt. In this game, Hunt has 11 points. Looks like it's his ankle. So we'll be right back after this injury timeout. And welcome back coming out of that timeout. Jackson State will get technical free throws here. Ken Evans Jr. at the free throw line for Jackson State, and that first shot is good. Second free throw attempt for Evans Jr. is no good. Jackson State now leads the Panthers by 2 points as they will also have possession here. A check that the Panthers will get the ball. Down 2. With less than 2 minutes left here. 3 minutes left here in the second half. Excuse me. Panthers with the ball. Charles Smith faked the three-pointer. He drives inside, gets to the mid-range, and that shot is good. Panthers tied up here. 3 minutes left here in this second half. Jackson State with the ball. They're coming down the court. Finally get it past half court. Stifling defense here by the Panthers, not trying to let Jackson State get any breathing room. Fighting over screens. Ken Evans Jr. drives inside. He puts up a shot, and that shot is good. And one as Ken Evans Jr. will head to the free throw line. With that bucket, Evans Jr. gives himself 16 points in this game and gives the Tigers a 2-point lead. looking to make it a 3-point lead over the Panthers here. Free throw attempt is no good. Panthers with the rebound. Jackson State with a 2-3 zone. These last 2.5 minutes here in the second half. Charles Smith the fourth with the ball. Panthers trying to get an easy open shot, but they turn it over. Jackson State with the steal. They come back the other way, lob it up, and that basket is good. Tigers now lead the Panthers by 4 points. With 2 minutes left here in this second half. Score is Panthers 70, Tigers 74. Jackson State still in this 2-3 zone. Kevin McGansky puts up a 3-point jumper. Fight for the offensive rebound, and the Panthers come away with it. Charles Smith with the cleanup job there. Now the Panthers trail by 2 points by a score of 72-74. 1.5 minutes left here in this second half. A drive inside by Ken Evans Jr., and that basket is good. And the Tigers go back up by 4 points. 76-72 here. Panthers trail. Kevin McGansky with the drive inside. That shot is up and it is off. Tigers with the rebound. Ken Evans Jr. passes it up. And a block by Javante Hopkins as Brian Miles comes down on the other end. He passes it to Kevin McGansky, and he gets from under the rim. He goes and takes a mid-range jumper. That shot is off. Jackson State with the rebound. Less than 1 minute left here in this game, and Jackson State is going to call a timeout. We'll be right back after this Jackson State timeout. And welcome back. Coming out of this timeout, Jackson State has the ball. They lead the Panthers by 4 points by a score of Panthers 72, Jackson State 76. Less than a minute left here in this second half. Jackson State trying to put the icing on the cake in this one. A drive inside. The basket is off. Offensive rebound. They missed the shot, and Javante Hopkins comes back the other way for the fast break bucket for Prairie View, and he misses that shot. But a jump ball is called on the rebound by Jackson State. Panthers will keep the ball. 30 seconds left here in this second half as the Panthers trail Jackson State by 4 points. Can't help but imagine that the Panthers are going to look to put up a 3-point jumper here and foul as soon as possible. And the Panthers get it in. Brian Miles with the hook shot. Offensive rebound by the Panthers. And there's Javante Hopkins with the cleanup job. Panthers now trail by 2 points with 22 seconds left here in this second half. And Panthers weren't looking to foul there. Not sure why they let so much time run off the clock. But just like that, Jackson State's Ken Evans Jr. will head to the free throw line. Very confused on why the Panthers didn't want to foul there. Fouling on the inbound seemed like it would be the answer, but nevertheless, Ken Evans Jr. at the line for Jackson State. First free throw attempt for Jr. is good. Panthers now trail by 3 points with 8 seconds left here in the second half. Second free throw attempt by Jr. is no good. Fight for the rebound. Jackson State comes up with it. With 5 seconds left here, we have a injured Jackson State player. Looks to be Jordan O'Neal. We'll be right back after this injury timeout, as the Tigers now lead the Panthers by a score of 77-74. And welcome back. Coming out of this timeout, Jackson State has the ball. Jordan O'Neal was able to walk off of the court at his own will. And a foul was called on the inbound. Foul going to be called on Javante Hopkins. That will send Ken Evans Jr. to the free throw line. Evans looking to ice this one, and that first free throw is good, and that should all but do it here. Second free throw attempt here for Evans Jr. And that second free throw attempt by Evans Jr. is also good. Kevin McGansky races down the court, makes the layup, but doesn't do much for the Panthers, as the final score is Jackson State 79, Panthers 76. Jackson State next game will be versus APBU on Thursday, March 7th at 7:30, while the Panthers next game will be at TSU on Saturday, March 9th at 5 o'clock. Again, my name is Gregory Johnson, and thank you all for listening to the Open Mic broadcast. Until next time, thank you all for listening. Have a great night and be safe.